on the appetizer list. We are so happy. This is the veggie version. So take a look at all these crisp, beautiful vegetables inside of this veggie. Over here, I grew up in Philly. I am someone that, and though there goes the cans, it's good it's not glass, they're not breakable. I grew up in Philadelphia. I grew up in Delco. I have been eating cheesesteaks my whole life. Take a look at this delicious, gooey cheesesteak. Look at that, you guys. Can we get extra napkins? No, just kidding, because that is delicious. I did that with a little ketchup, and I'm so good to go. It is literally one of our family favorites. And this is back in stock, first time ever at this low price. And here's the easy way that you decide. So my girls don't eat red meat. So if you're like my family, you might want to do all veggie. Or my husband and I do appreciate a good cheesesteak egg roll when it comes along, and we're Philly people, and so you can do all cheesesteak. But if we want to have family harmony, you do, as my uncle would say, some of each. So you're going to get 10 of the veggie and you're going to get 10 of the cheesesteak. So Joseph is joining me. By the way, only a few hundred to go around. Joseph Feldman is joining us live. And Joe, you are somebody that obviously right now are in a food truck because this is your life. Tell us a little bit about your story, and I need you to talk so that I can try this cheesesteak egg roll as you're inside your food truck right now. Tell us your story, friend.
Absolutely. So I started this food truck about 6 years ago. It was basically the idea of what I love to cook, what I love to eat, and what I think other people will enjoy as well. And from there, you know, I developed my menu. We had a lot of different things, some things more popular than others, but I can tell you every single time that I opened my window, wherever we went, these egg rolls, whatever flavor, were always the first thing to go. And that's the other thing that I like to tell people.
I'm calling you Joey already, and I just met you. But Joe, I have to ask, where are you from? Do you mind telling me originally?
Right now, I'm from the Pennsylvania area, southeastern Pennsylvania. I grew up just outside of King and Prussia.
Okay.
And I went to school in Philadelphia.
Okay.
For culinary.
Well, I'm a Delco girl, so I hear it in your voice,
I worked on the main line for a long time, and actually lived in Ardmore.
Look at this cheesesteak egg roll.
Can't take it any longer.
Come on, Mary Beth, get over here. Here's a knife.
There
Cut
you
it
go.
open. I think what you've done, and by the way, there's only 230 left in the cheesesteak option.
Oh, man.
Joe, I love that you have the ratio perfect because a lot of cheesesteak egg rolls, when you get them at the restaurants, it's a little too thick on the outside and not enough goo on the inside. And also, I've never had one that's so juicy, right, Mary Beth?
That's what I was going to say, plump. I mean, you don't think that typically of egg rolls, but I have to say, Joe, we love your egg rolls, and they cook up so beautifully in an air fryer.
Do you do the air fryer? Oh,
so
they're so
easy.
good.
But I'll tell you, the cheesesteak ones, they're going fast. I don't blame you. But I got to tell you, the vegetarian ones or the veggies are awesome. The flavor is so good.
And we have, Joe, before we run into our veggie, I just have an update for everybody. So we only have 800 to go around, and there are 3 choices. So you can get all 20 in the cheesesteak, highly recommend, only 200 left. All 20 in the veggie, which 200 left. Then the best thing, because like I said, my girls don't eat red meat. My husband and I will enjoy a cheesesteak egg roll, get 1 of each, but there's fewer than 400. And a lot of people say, oh, I've had an egg roll. But Joe, as a chef, as someone that's brought your food to so many people, talk to us what you do differently with your veggies.
Well, absolutely. Let's just start with the egg roll itself. Each of these egg rolls are 3 ounces. So it's a good amount of food. You know, you eat 2 of them. If you go to a restaurant, you order a plate, you're going to get a 6 to 8 ounce portion of protein. You eat 2 egg rolls, you're getting a full portion of food. And like you said, sometimes people are, you know, prefer to be vegetarian. And the one great thing about our veggie egg rolls is besides all of those delicious fusion vegetables and flavors, we have a vegetable-based protein in there. So you're getting a serving of protein in that vegetable egg roll as well, but you're not needing to eat the meat. So if you prefer that, absolutely go for it. But
and
something
you still
else
have
I'd
the
love to
crispy
tell
on the
people-
inside. I love that, Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Like you still get the crispy
even the
on
air
the
fryer,
inside.
at home in the air fryer, 15 minutes at 400 degrees, you're going to get that crispy, delicious egg roll. And whenever anybody asks me, I always tell them, you know, we're a food truck, so when I go places, I have a limited capacity. I can only store and keep so much with me. Go for the combos.
Right.
Go for, these other offerings that we have. And when you get them, you're going to get them in a bag like this. They're going to be frozen on dry ice. You put them right in the freezer. When you're ready to eat them, you don't need to defrost them. You don't need to thaw them out, pull them out ahead of time, none of that. Right from the freezer in the air fryer or conventional oven, 400 degrees, 15 minutes, and you have delicious, crispy egg rolls ready to go.
And you know what, Joseph, my dad, he was from the Philly area, born and raised all of us. I also think of people that live alone, like my daughter lives by herself, and my dad lived alone for many years. This is something that you can take 1 or 2 out, and maybe if you work weird hours like I do, it's that wonderful protein-rich snack you have before you go to bed. Like, why not? There's no auto delivery.
Absolutely.
So in the freezer, how long will this stay fresh, Joe, with your chef's hat on?
If you can keep yourself from eating all of it, it'll last 8 months to a year in your freezer. But again,
right.
Well,
That's why my point is stock up, because we are not going to be giving you this option much longer because we have tons of people waiting on the line. We only have 600 left. Joe, I want to introduce you to Vanessa Herring, who's one of our program hosts, and she has a baby on board. So would you like a cheesesteak or a veggie?
I'll do the cheesesteak.
Okay.
The cravings come and everything, and I really am just a vessel to see what the baby likes. So I'm going to see if the baby likes it.
And you've been in the Philly area a long time. I'm going to ask baby what baby thinks.
Okay, let's see. Oh, I can dip in here?
Yeah, that's
All
a
right.
little bit of ketchup.
The baby likes it.
Baby likes it!
Baby likes it.
Do you think the baby is doing the happy dance like David does?
I think
like
the baby is doing the happy dance.
Doing happy
like,
dance.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding. I stopped by to get a snack, because
Yes.
I gotta stay energized, but I'm heading over to QVC 2 for 3 hours of Your Style live clearance. We've got a bunch of markdowns, 50% or more in the show.
Wow.
And a Berkshire robe that should be $80+ that is absolutely not. So,
Do you want more for the road because you're eating for 2?
well, I mean, I'm not gonna turn it down.
Okay, here, take that
All right,
other
I'll
half,
take that one
or
too.
a whole.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Love you,
Cheers.
Vanessa.
See you guys.
Joe, thanks so much for joining us. Love to talk
Thank
to
you. It's
another
always
Philly
great to
guy
be
whenever
here.
I can. You take care. And as
You
we wrap
too.
this up, let everybody know we're really busy, right, Fran? And we're getting very limited. So just don't leave it in your cart. It doesn't stay there forever, and other people can snatch it away, and then you're going to be away from